Good afternoon, I'm Mai Rodriguez. Today on Newsfeed at noon, amid continuing tensions in the West Philippine Sea, the Philippines and the U.S. kick off large-scale joint military drills today. Pope Francis treats thousands of people in St. Peter's Square to a surprise Pope Mobile romp on Easter. In Beijing, man versus machine as robots battle humans in a world-first half-marathon. And another victory for Oscar Piastri this year as he wins the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Thanks for joining us. We begin with Easter celebrations around the world. At the Vatican, Pope Francis, who's still recovering from double pneumonia, greeted tens of thousands of Catholics in St. Peter's Square. The pontiff toured the area in an open-air Pope Mobile, the first time he did so since surviving the health scare. The Pope later appeared on the main balcony of St. Peter's Basilica. He did not preside over the Mass for Easter, but he showed up for his twice-yearly blessing and message known as Urbi et Orbi. In his statement read by an aide, Francis reiterated his call for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza.
I express my closeness to the sufferings of Christians in Palestine and Israel, and to all the Israeli people and the Palestinian people. The growing climate of anti-Semitism throughout the world is worrisome. Yet at the same time, I think of the people of Gaza, and its Christian community in particular, where the terrible conflict continues to cause death and destruction and to create a dramatic and deplorable humanitarian situation.
Over to Britain, where the royal family attended an Easter service at St. George's Chapel in Windsor Castle. They were led by King Charles and Queen Camilla, who briefly greeted onlookers after the service. Also in attendance, Prince Andrew and Prince Edward, also Princess Anne. The king's oldest son and heir, Prince William, and his wife Catherine were absent. They are spending Easter with their children in Norfolk, East England. Here at home, the country's premier business district turned into an egg-filled wonderland for Easter. As Joan Manalo tells us, thousands joined what's being called the biggest egg hunt in Makati.
If you think Makati is all about business and skyscrapers, think again, because this Easter Sunday, Ayala Avenue transformed into a giant playground filled with colorful eggs and big smiles. From 6 a.m. to 10 a.m., runners and families took over the streets for what's being called the biggest Easter egg hunt. All part of Makati's Car-Free Sundays, where the city says no cars, just fun. Stretching from Salcedo to Courtyard Drive, people raced through the Ayala Triangle Fitness Loop and pedestrian paths along Makati Avenue and Paseo de Rojas, all in search of hidden Easter eggs. Rami Santayana, a frequent runner in Makati, started her hunt bright and early at 6 a.m.
Actually, first time ko, and na-view ko lang siya through Make It Makati website kagabi. I started sa may Ayala North Exchange. Wala pa rin dito sa island.
She says she's looking forward to the surprise prizes that come with the discovered eggs.
Actually, yung run ko nasira na. Hindi naman, natigil because of the Easter egg hunt. Okay. So nagpo-focus ako sa egg hunting ngayon.
And it's definitely not just for the little ones, because even the young at heart like Rami joined in the hopping and hunting.
And hindi lang daw siya for kids, and free lang naman yung Easter egg hunting, so might as well go for egg hunting na.
Meanwhile, Jason Bitonio shared his happiness for winning the Easter egg hunt this year amid having no plans of joining at first.
No, nakita na namin sa page ng Make It Makati na merong Easter egg hunt, pero wala kaming balak na sumali.
After collecting a total of 6 eggs around Ayala Avenue, he ended up walking away with sweet treats.
Tapos tinuloy-tuloy lang namin umikot. Ako kami ng madami. Happy, siyempre. Goodies eh.
Fitness enthusiasts also did their regular runs and cycling routines, proving that Car-Free Sunday isn't just a trend, but a lifestyle that is here to stay. And if you missed this Sunday excitement, don't worry because Car-Free Sundays happen weekly. So who knows? You might just catch another surprise the next time you hop by. On a normal weekday, this avenue would be buzzing with cars and commuters. But today, it is a giant Easter wonderland filled with families, fun, and community. Joan Manalo, Billionario News Channel.
On to local headlines. The Philippines and the U.S. begin their annual large-scale military drills known as Balikatan. This comes amid continuing tensions between Manila and Beijing in the West Philippine Sea. For details, Francis Falve joins us on the line from the AFP headquarters in Quezon City. Hi, Francis. Go ahead.
Yes, Mai, the 40th iteration of the Philippine-U.S. Balikatan exercise kicks off today, showcasing not just physical strength, but also the stronger cooperation and alliance among nations working together for security in the Indo-Pacific region. The Balikatan 40-2025 plug has been unrolled, while the logos are patched to the soldiers' uniforms as a symbolic start of the exercise. The ceremony this morning was attended by U.S. Ambassador Mary Kay Carlson, DFA Secretary Enrique Manalo, and other foreign dignitaries and representatives of the observing countries. According to Balikatan spokesperson Brigadier General Michael Lohico, more than 14,000 troops from the United States, the Philippines, and Australia will participate in various drills that will run until May 9. Of this number, 12,000 soldiers and support staff are from the U.S., 6,000 from the Philippines, and 200 from Australia. Balikatan will have 25 activities and will feature joint exercises such as integrated air and missile defense, maritime strike, and counter-landing live-fire exercise, all part of a broader combined joint all-domain operation. Also set is the multilateral maritime event, which will be joined for the first time by the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force. Mai?
Francis, you mentioned there are observing countries. What are these nations?
Yes, Mai. 19 countries have been invited as observers. That includes France, Canada, Germany, the United Kingdom, Czech Republic, Poland, and Colombia. Mai?
Thank you, Francis Falve, reporting to us from the AFP headquarters in Quezon City. The Commission on Elections unveils today the Random Manual Audit Committee for next month's vote. Let's get details on this from Josh Malimban, who is on the scene in Pasay. Josh, how important is this audit committee?
Yes, the random manual audit launched here in Pasay City serves as an additional layer of vote verification, especially with the implementation of a hybrid system. This means that besides automated counting, there will also be manual counting of randomly selected ballots without the use of machines. This is to ensure that the votes reflected in the ballots match the data transmitted to the servers. The committee is composed of representatives from the Department of Education, NAMFREL, PPCRV, Lente, Philippine Statistics Authority, Philippine Institute of Certified Public Accountants, and other partner agencies. The random manual audit will be conducted in selected clustered precincts for local voters and in online voting posts for overseas internet voters. Audit teams will be formed for each clustered precinct and will mostly be composed of public school teachers or trained electoral board members. According to RMAC Head Director Mona Lisa Mamukid, the random manual audit will begin on May 13, a day after the election. COMELEC stresses that the establishment of the RMAC is not only in line with the law, but also plays a crucial role in upholding election integrity. Mai.
George, how about for internet voters? How will the random manual audit be conducted for them? Josh? All right, Josh Maliban there reporting to us from Pasay City. With less than a month to go before the May 12 elections, administration-backed bets continue to dominate the projected winning circle. According to the latest SWS survey commissioned by the Strat-based group, 9 Alianza candidates are included in the Magic 12. Among them, Congressman Erwin Tulfo, Senators Lito Lapid and Bong Revilla, Las Piñas Representative Camille Villar, and former Senator and boxing legend Manny Pacquiao. Meanwhile, Senator Bongo emerged as the frontrunner, just outside the winning circle are TV host Willie Revillame and Senator Amy Marcos. The poll was conducted from April 11 to 15, more than 2 weeks since the presidential sister withdrew from her brother's senatorial slate. It's time to overhaul EDSA. That's the plan of the Marcos administration, according to Transportation Secretary Vince Dizon. In an interview with the Billionaire News Channel's Business 360, Dizon said part of the plan is to move the bus carousel to another lane. Despite this, Dizon asserts that developing Metro Manila's mass transport system and not road widening is the solution to traffic in the metropolis.
The methodology is going to be going lane by lane. So they're going to start with the inner lanes. So that's the current busway lane. So the current busway lane is going to move one lane out. It will still be dedicated. So for all our commuters out there who depend
busway will still
on the
be
busway,
there. Yeah.
the busway will continue in its present form. It's just going to be moved one lane out, both north and south. So there will be 3 lanes left for cars. But we think that we think that we'll be able to mitigate that by doing other mitigating interventions, which we'll be announcing maybe in the next week.
The Philippine National Police identifies a kidnap for hire syndicate behind the murder of businessman Anson Pue and his driver. Chinese national David Tan Yao is named as the alleged mastermind. He is now in police custody, while 2 Filipino accomplices are arrested in Palawan. The Federation of Filipino-Chinese Chambers of Commerce and Industry welcomes the arrest, but the group urges authorities to track down the remaining suspects and ensure a thorough investigation. PNP Chief General Romel Marbil says the attack is not random, but a targeted hit rooted in personal and financial disputes. We're taking a breather. Still to come, McLaren's Oscar Piastri takes his 3rd win of the year at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Sports news after the break. Stay with us.
Good morning, everyone!
Let's begin your morning with these people that gives you the hottest information.
I'm Pablo Del Rosario. Let's get you up to speed with some news that you could use right now.
Rise and shine, beautiful people. I'm Ann Assis Carillo.
And I'm Monique Tuzon. Your mornings are always more fun with us.
With excitement,
It was amazing.
positivity,
Everything is so beautifully made here.
and fun to start your day.
Only here on...
It's a beautiful day!
The questions that matter, the answers you deserve.
This is where ideas clash, visions collide, and perspective change.
Join us live, unfiltered, uncompromising.
Your opinion counts.
Abogado, Thursday,
8:30 p.m. only on Billionaire News Channel.
In some parts of Davao, electricity isn't just a utility, it's a life changer. Through the Sitio Electrification Program of Davao Light and Power Company, even some of the most remote communities are now lit up, driving growth and opportunities. For many, it's their first time to enjoy simple comforts, like light at night or keeping food fresh in the fridge.
You get to witness that these people, they value electricity as if it was a precious commodity.
And for young dreamers like Mitch, electricity provides a spark of hope for a better future.
Maging successful, ganyan. Successful tapos para maano sad na ko ang sarili. makanang murag ako na lang magbuhi sa ako adi na ako mag-asa sa ilaha.
Catch Pay It Forward on April 21 at 8:30 p.m. only here on Milyonaryo News Channel.
The Pentagon chief dragged into yet another leak controversy involving America's Yemen war plans. This time, the New York Times says Pete Hegseth shared details in a second Cignal chat that included his wife, brother, and personal lawyer. It was the same details he supposedly shared by mistake in a Cignal chat that included the Atlantic's editor-in-chief, Jeffrey Goldberg. The Trump administration has been investigating the leaks, and one of Hegseth's leading advisors, Dan Caldwell, has been implicated. 2 other Pentagon officials were put on administrative leave. U.S. immigration policy is high on the agenda of Vice President J.D. Vance's meeting with senior Vatican officials. But the matter wasn't brought up in private talks with Pope Francis. The Vatican says the two merely exchanged Easter greetings during their brief meeting. The Pope previously described the Trump administration's immigration crackdown as a disgrace and a major crisis for the U.S. An Easter tragedy in Australia where 6 incidents of drowning are recorded over the long weekend. One of the victims was a fisherman who was swept off rocks south of Sydney. This comes as huge waves battered the country's east coast.
In all my time at Surf Life Saving, I've never seen a start to this long weekend with the amount of confirmed drownings and potential drownings that we've seen.
Yeah, really sad for families.
Shifting to sports, the Creamline Cool Smashers defending home turf as action in the AVC Women's Champions League tips off. The Cool Smashers shut down the AlNaser club from Jordan Sunday at the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig. Import Erica Staunton led Team Good Vibes with 17 points plus the game-winning kill, while team captain Eliza Valdez added 10 markers. Creamline will next face a team from Kazakhstan in Pool A action later today. In the NBA, conference leaders begin round 1 with emphatic victories. Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Miami Heat 121-100. While Oklahoma City Thunder set a historic 51-point blowout of the hapless Memphis Grizzlies 131-80. Boston Celtics title defense is on track with a 17-point mastery of the Orlando Magic 103-86. 6 Thunder players finished with double-digit scores while the Grizzlies shot only 34% from the field, and Ja Morant held to just 17 points. Round 1 is a best-of-7 affair to determine teams to advance to the semifinals. And in Formula 1, McLaren's Oscar Piastri comes out on top once again, this time in the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. The Australian racer seized the lead in the Middle East Sunday as he claims his 3rd victory in 5 races. Red Bull superstar Max Verstappen came in 2nd, while Ferrari's Charles Leclerc finished in 3rd place. Lewis Hamilton, on the other hand, finished 7th for the Italian racing powerhouse. Up next, the Miami Grand Prix in May. Up ahead, did Fil-Am model Kelsey Merritt and Gossip Girl star Chase Crawford just confirm their relationship? Find out after the break. Keep it here on Newsfeed at noon.
Your commitment to delivering accurate, timely, and insightful news has set a new benchmark in the industry. Congratulations, Agenda, for winning Best News Program at the 38 PMPC Star Awards for Television. Only here on BNC, the Billionario News Channel. Your commitment to delivering accurate, timely, and insightful news has set a new benchmark in the industry. Congratulations, Agenda, for winning Best News Program at the 38 PMPC Star Awards for Television. Only here on BNC, the Billionario News Channel. The legendary Quiz Master is back.
We heard you. So we're bringing back intelligence to Philippine TV with Billionaire Quizbee. Billionaire Quizbee will feature questions on science and technology, arts and literature, mathematics, history and geography, social sciences, and general information. We look forward to seeing you rise to the challenge and compete for the title of the very first Billionaire Quizbee champion.
Your newest source of news and information follows you everywhere, every day.
Wow, something to watch. Not just surprise.
On cable and free TV.
Good morning, everyone!
Online.
On Trade Talk, joining us this morning. Just days to go.
On mobile.
Simulan na natin ang agenda.
This is BNC and we are everywhere.
You're still watching Newsfeed at noon. The nation continues to mourn the loss of superstar Nora Anor. Ate Gay, a famous Nora Anor impersonator, shared a clip of him singing at her wake in Heritage Park. He wrote, "Hanggat may Noranian, may Nora Anor." On Instagram, comedian Michael V posted his hand-drawn portrait of the late actress, saying no other artist has come to her level of stardom. Meanwhile, actor Alfred Vargas reminisced his scene with a beloved actress in one of her last films, Pieta. He hailed the superstar for her humility and generosity. Nora Anor passed away on April 16 from acute respiratory failure. She was 71 years old. Another news, Filipino-American model Kelsey Merritt may have just confirmed her relationship with Gossip Girl actor Chase Crawford. The two were spotted kissing during a stroll in New York City, a public display of affection that's being taken as a rare glimpse into their private lives. Kelsey and Chase sparked dating rumors in January when they were first seen together at a coffee shop in Los Angeles. An upcoming Nat Geo wildlife series dives into the challenges and lives of penguins. The Secrets of the Penguins explores 18 different kinds of the marine bird in places ranging from Cape Town to Antarctica. The three-part series took over 2 years to film and is executive produced by Oscar-winning director and National Geographic explorer James Cameron. It premieres on April 21st on Disney+, while it will also air on International Earth Day on April 22nd on Nat Geo Wild.
They're in trouble because of us, and that's not just a problem for penguins. They are kind of flagship species. They're talismans of whole wild places. They're an indicator of healthy or unhealthy wild places if they're not there. And you know, if the natural world is unhealthy, that's a problem. You know, we should want to look after penguins, not just because it makes us feel warm and fuzzy inside, but because we need healthy wild places for so many things.
Before we go, apparently there's one thing humanoids can't beat humans in, at least for now: competitive running. In China, 21 humanoid robots joined thousands of runners in a world-first half marathon. Some robots finished the race, but others struggled from the beginning, with one even falling at the start line before rebooting and taking off. Another robot went rogue and crashed into railing, causing its human operator to fall over. The winning human had a time of 1 hour and 2 minutes, while the winning robot had a time of 2 hours and 40 minutes.
The main purpose behind doing the half marathon is to prepare for future, or rather, near-future industrial applications. When our robots are deployed in factories, commercial settings, or everyday life, we expect them to work continuously, 24/7, without failure. Running the marathon is essentially an extreme test of reliability and stability.
And those are the news this hour. I'm Mai Rodriguez. Keep it here on the Billionaire News Channel. Good afternoon.